Hello, Douglas County, and welcome to another episode of The Outlet. Today, we're here with Becca Todd-Miller and
Amy Bissonnette.
Amy Bissonnette, right? I tried to remember it, but that's okay.
It's a big one.
It's a big word. Welcome, you guys, to the show. You guys are from Sutherlin Valley Rec. If you wouldn't mind introducing yourselves and your roles in that'd be great.
Okay.
My name is Becca, and I am wearing the literal Sutherlin Valley Rec hat because we do wear lots of hats in our communities and in our homes and in our jobs and everything. But we do like to come on and talk about youth sports and our program. So I'm Becca, and I am the vice president. It's my third year of serving on the board. And my position's up for grabs next year. So hopefully being here and talking about it, attracts other, people, like-minded people that want to serve our community and our youth. And they'll be right alongside with Amy.
I'm Amy. I am not on the board of directors. I am technically the executive assistant. So my position is a contracted position. I am like their secretary for the board. So I do a lot of the paperwork, the emails, phone calls, and help support the day-to-day work that the board of directors is doing. So I've been doing it about 3 years too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not super familiar with Sutherlin Valley Rec as an entity. So what is it?
Do you have kids?
No.
Oh, well.
No, I do. I do have kids.
Okay, what age groups are your kids?
Right. My kid is 4.
Okay, all right. Well, we start serving about 5 years old, 5 to 6th grade.
We have pre-K soccer. Your kid
shoot.
could be in pre-K soccer.
Okay.
Yeah. So
yes, you're right. We did start a couple seasons of pre-K soccer, fall and spring.
Mm-hmm.
So we host the registration process. We play in a couple different leagues. So each season and each sport has different areas where we can play. For example, basketball, youth basketball from 3rd to 6th grade, we play through the Boys and Girls Club of the Umpqua Valley. Same with flag football and that's
volleyball.
Volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
Sutherlin Valley Rec started our own league for K through 2 flag football and soccer and basketball. And then, of course, the pre-K is starting to gain some traction. But we are, I think that when people think about, youth sports in Roseburg, you think about YMCA, Boys and Girls Club. It's the same idea. We host, we collaborate, we take care of the fields, we take care of the all of the facilities that we use within our community. We have to find facilities to use. That's a big problem throughout, I think, all sports, all youth sports. For you, it's like we're the guys that you call and say, hey, can my kid play t-ball? And we say, yeah. But behind the scenes, it's just a lot more than that. And Amy doesn't give herself enough credit. She actually was able to take the day-to-day stuff that the board members were doing and organize it really well, because she's just phenomenal at that, and lets the board collaborate on decision-making and letting us have the headspace to make those decisions for your kids and try to get the best results for your kids. Well, she's got the pencil and paper, man. That's it's life-changing for our program, and we're just really grateful for her.
But basically, it's youth sports. That's it in a nutshell. We do serve mostly the younger kids that are not served by schools. So a lot of people think that we are part of the school. We are separate from school. But because we offer sports to the elementary age kids, it's natural to associate it with if my kid's going to play sports and they're in 3rd grade, they're with the Sutherlin Valley Rec through the school. It's no, we're not. We're not part of the school. We're separate, but We serve elementary age kids.
Right. I could see how people would make that association.
Yeah.
And that was going to be one of my questions, too. Is
Oh, yeah.
How affiliated with the school are you guys?
We work really closely with the school district, and Sutherlin School District has been awesome to work with. They're super supportive. But if we need to, we can go into the school and we can add flyers or make announcements. The district lets us put a little plug in their registration program so that when you're registering your kid for school for the year, you also have a link to go register them and sign them up for sports. So we do collaborate really well with them, but we manage ourselves separately.
Okay.
One of the reasons why I wanted to come here and do your show is because I'm so proud of the program that we are a part of, and I'm proud of our school district and for the work that we all do together. And I want to shout it from the rooftops that it could be successful. We all set aside our personal opinions of how we think things should be done at different levels, but we will still sit down at a table and make sure that the kids are being served in the best way that they can. And that takes a lot, and that takes a lot of people. It takes a lot of time. The school district doesn't get paid to come and meet with us and help us out. That's not part of their agenda, but they know that that's going to help serve their, middle school and high school stuff too. So our whole entire community puts stuff into SVR, and again the fields, the field space and the volunteer time and the work, and I'm really starting to see that it's us that has to be attractive for us to attract more parents and stuff to be involved. So
Right.
Another reason why we're here, right? Like we want, those. Has your kid thought about? Have you guys talked about playing any kind of sports?
Haven't even. The school is the first step, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Not in school yet. Yeah,
so she's going to be in kindergarten next year?
Yeah.
All right, well, so actually registration is open right now. It started June 1st for those fall sports. So she has to pick from soccer, flag football, and just soccer. She's going to be in kindergarten?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she can play soccer or flag football or basketball. No, that's winter.
No, you're right.
Great.
Yeah, not in the fall though.
So, yeah, what makes a parent decide they want their kids to play youth sports?
That's a good question.
Like, are you going to wait for your kid to run up to you and be like, "Dad, I see that kid kicking that ball. I want to go do
Free
that."
babysitting.
I appreciate your honesty. And I think that's actually where you get into like honestly the older sports, right? When in middle school you can just go straight to, baseball practice after school, and so their kids aren't getting home until like 5 or 6. So, she's got to learn how to play before she can get that.
Right.
So we'll teach her how to play, so then you can start dropping her off after school.
The other really nice thing, we get parents coming to us really young, like they want to play t-ball already at like 3-4 years old, and they're anxious to play soccer. They want to get their kids out there. They want something that can burn their energy and teach them some skills and get them ready for when they are playing the more advanced sports. But I think the nice thing about recreational sports is our focus is on having fun and learning those steps and learn the skills so that you can be safe when you get to a higher level and you know how to play, and you don't have to focus on learning the game so much as learning and improving your skills. So it will build all of our community up and make our school sports better. And even if we don't look at that outcome, we also look at sports and activities just being so good for kids to have something to do, to be part of a team, to build confidence. So I think we have parents coming to us really young, and then we have parents who don't think about it until they're getting to like middle school. They're getting close to where schools are offering these things, and they go, oh yeah, maybe we want to try something. So It probably depends on how you were raised. If you played sports growing up, or if that was not your jam, then it might not be on your radar,
Did you play sports growing up?
Yeah, I did.
Did you want to? Do you remember how that went?
I don't remember actually wanting to, but I know I grew up in Sutherlin, and I played softball when I was about 4th grade. And I remember that being the only sport that was available for that, and basketball. Softball and basketball, we played both of those. And I don't remember like a strong drive to want to do it, but I remember having a blast, and it formed some of my early friendships, and it had a lot more impact on me than school did at those ages as far as social interactions.
My mom made me play softball.
Really?
Yeah, I hated it. I didn't want to do it.
Oh my goodness. How old were you?
11.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think I just didn't want to do what my mom told me to do because it was my mom telling me to do it. So I'm like, oh, it's going to suck.
Right.
Well, turns out I did meet my very bestest friend.
Oh my gosh.
On my softball team.
Yeah.
I mean, best friends to this day. And my coaches, I just, looking back on it now, I was like, man, look at all the time they gave us. And I'll never forget, maybe my 3rd year, we were Cal Ripken, or it was Roseburg Little League at the time, right? And we made the All-Star team, and we were traveling, right? All the parents are fundraising, and it was just a real good time to all be together and spend time together. But man, it's a team of 13 girls, and 13 like 11, 12-year-olds. And I remember being in this hotel room, and we had to have a team meeting, and it was really dealing with all of these friendship issues, mean girl issues, bullying issues. We had to deal with them as a team and face them. A lot of things happen at the schools now where like you get a kid comes home and they're like, oh, this is going on, and well, if you call the school, they're like, I can't talk to you about other kids, right? So like when we were all growing up together, and facing these issues and hitting them head on, and again, it is different now. I feel like it's different because us as adults socialize differently. A lot of us socialize on the phone now, right? We interact with, hey, I saw what you're doing. I liked your like button, and that was just like saying hi, right? Well, and so now when we're sitting in the field, we just came off of baseball season, so like everything I refer to as baseball, but you're sitting on the sidelines with these other parents, and it's not like it used to be where that's where you went to go get your social fix, right? Now it's like, man, nobody talked to me. But it doesn't have to be like that, Like for the kids' benefit, if we really had a family-orientated team, it would, just give these kids more opportunities to shine and to develop skills, not just how to throw a baseball, right? But coping skills and social skills and all that kind of stuff. So I think about that kind of stuff a lot.
Yeah. What do you guys think some of the biggest challenges are that SVR is facing now?
What would you say?
I think we always have the challenge of community-minded versus my kid-minded. So that is a challenge. It's, people get into it because they want to help their community, but they really want to help their kid and like what is happening with my kid and make sure that my kid has the best experience. And it's hard to put the needs of the whole group over the needs of your child.
Right.
I see that as a challenge all the time. It's hard for people, and myself included, to be able to do that. And in order for us to be successful, we really have to focus on that, because we have to make sure that we're looking out for the whole community, and otherwise we'll just be constantly butting heads, and 'cause nobody can have the best for their kid and still work with someone else who wants the best for their kid, and it's different from what your best is.
Yeah.
So that's a big challenge.
Yeah, I'll just be there. I'm gonna sign up to coach this year so my kid can pitch. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that to everybody. I'm gonna say I'm just kidding. But
Putting it out there.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It's okay to be a part of it, to be with your kid and to help support your kid. Actually, the reason why we coached a lot of our kids is because they needed extra support, and And I think that besides that challenge, I do think that, field space is a huge challenge for us, like field space and gym space. God bless that we get a complex out of, I know in Roseburg they were talking about a big complex coming in for, down in Medford. They have this sports complex with football field or soccer fields, baseball fields, and we all really want that now. Roseburg's been working on their baseball community and growing that and developing it for the last several years, and it's gaining traction. Umpqua Riverhawks came, and they're really involved in the community, and it's spreading. But we don't have the field space to grow, which is unfortunate, but. Stuff in the works.
We are really lucky that the school district lets us use their fields, but that's not a guarantee. They don't have to do that. And I know there are other places where they don't let rec programs use their fields. So that would be devastating if we lost the school fields. There's no way that we could continue to offer the sports that we're offering.
And then the gyms, we actually don't have a gym either, right? So we rely on the West Intermediate, East, and the middle school and the high school, but the middle school and the high school also have their own sports. So we, again, how we work really well together with the school district to make sure that they always will make sure that we get our time. And I'll tell you, I think it's the janitors that work the hardest over there, right?
Boy.
Like they come over and unlock our doors and close our doors, and they make sure that the building is always secure, but that we always have access to it. It's really but I never see them. Like they're just like ninjas,
They're ninjas,
right? Like they just come in and unlock the door and leave. So anyway, thank you to all the janitors that help us.
Amazing people.
I'm sure we've called them and, I'm locked out, and they just come running. So just really grateful.
Yeah. So what are like some things that Sutherlin Valley Rec is looking to expand, like as far as getting a spot of your own? You guys have any good leads on that?
Well, Lauren Young family has donated a significant chunk of property in Sutherlin there for us to play on, and we could probably develop that. It just takes a lot of money, right? It takes a lot of money. There's another piece of property over in Sutherlin that the school district owns, and with the community that Sutherlin, City of Sutherlin and the school district and Sutherlin Valley Rec all collaborating, trying to get something on the books to invest in that. It just takes a lot of time and a lot of planning. So it's all it's all in the works. I know that when the thing that in Roseburg fell through, I'm like, well, come on out to Sutherlin. It's only a 15-minute drive to come out and play on our fields if somebody wanted to develop that kind of property. So. Did I answer the question? I feel like I didn't answer the question.
Yeah. Well, I asked the question really weird, so. Yeah, we're good. So, why are you guys so invested in what you're doing?
I grew up in Sutherlin, and then I left for a while. And when I came back, we were coming back to the area, and I was not looking at Sutherlin. I was looking at other places, and it turns out that we ended up in Sutherlin, and I thought, okay, well, I'm going to be a part of making this be as good as it can be. So my really good friend, Lisa Hammerschmidt, was the board president at the time for Sutherlin Valley Rec, and I just jumped right in and started helping her and got to meet some really wonderful people. And I think what we're doing is so important, and the program has improved so much since, COVID hit everyone really hard, and that was a hard time. I don't have a lot of knowledge about the program before that time, but I know in the last few years we've been really growing and working together to make a good support system for our volunteer coaches and improve the experience for our kids. So I think every step of improvement makes you, I mean, we have ownership of it because we participated in improving it, and it's encouraging to feel like, oh, look what we did. You know, we can make this bigger. We can do more. Growing up here and playing in tournaments here, and then they didn't have baseball tournaments for the longest time, and this group brought that back. So now we have kids that get to play a summer baseball tournament here like we did when we were little. And so it's seeing all the wonderful things that are being done and wanting to keep being a part of the good and keep helping to improve it for me.
Do you think that you would keep doing it after your kids are out? At age out?
Yeah, that's a good thing to ask, because my son plays sports. He's going to be in 7th grade, so he's about done with rec sports. But that really wasn't the primary reason why I started doing it. It was mostly looking for a way to get involved, and Lisa had the way.
Yeah.
You know, so if you know someone that's doing it, it's like, hey, we need help doing this, show up and do it, and suddenly I'm sort of invested in that. But my daughter is not into sports at all. She's younger, and I don't feel like her lack of interest is a barrier for me. It's more about time and what we're doing. And
that's awesome. So I can't really think of maybe 2 people in my whole life that have stayed on after their kids aged out or don't have kids in the program. So I mean, that's really awesome.
So this is my family will tease that it's a flaw in me, because I can't really give things up.
Well, how?
I was volunteering at the Oakland Play School when my daughter was going there, and I was on their board, and she was done, and in kindergarten I was still on their board because they didn't have anybody to replace me yet. So,
And how many times have you heard at our board meetings, if I spend another hour here, I'm going to get divorced?
I was
right?
thinking that the
my
other day.
gosh.
There are, like, I've heard it several
Yeah.
times. Yeah, because the people that are doing it are so invested. They're
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
in it. Yeah.
I think that it's all worth it, you know. And Lisa, that's the person that roped me into. And I had just moved to Sutherlin about a year before that. My first experience with youth sports was Cal Ripken. My kid needed a baseball coach. Like, it comes out in the group text. Everybody's experienced this, right? You sign your kid up for something and they're like, hey, we need a coach. We need one of you guys to step up. Crickets in the group text, right? Nothing. And then a week goes by, hey, if nobody steps up to coach, your kid doesn't get to play. Okay, all right. I mean, I played softball, right?
Yeah.
How hard could it be?
Right.
Right.
Okay, turns out it's a different game. Baseball is a different game than softball. And boy, oh boy, how the perspective of a coach and a spectator differ. When I'm sitting on the sidelines going, why didn't he do that? Or why didn't he do that? And then when I was coaching, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's like a million things going on and I can't pay attention to all of them.
Yeah.
And then I'll never forget how I was like first base coach, right? And I'd be like trying to send them to second, trying to get them the courage to go steal. Or they just didn't listen. I couldn't really tell, right? I was like, go,
50-50.
go, right? And I was like, man, I would be the guy on the sidelines saying, why aren't they sending him? Why aren't they? Oh, they probably are sending him. He's just not going. So that changed my perspective a lot.
Yeah.
One, that, there's a need. And 2, you don't have to be professional also. You just have to care, which I think a lot of people get, they don't want to come and help because they feel like they're not qualified. Well, I'm telling you, if I can do it, you can do it. So when I moved to Sutherlin, I ran into Lisa at the championship bull riding thing, and my kid was in her kids class, and I was like, oh, you have sports? And she's like, yeah. She's like, well, come to the meeting. So I walked up in that meeting thinking that, like, I was just going to come be a part of it, right? And then, like, halfway up the stairs, I kind of panicked a little bit because I was like, who do I think I am? Just walking into this group of people and being like, here I am, you need me. And then it turned out there's this, like, big turnover of all the people. And Lisa looked at me. She's like, cool, you want to be vice president? I was like, okay. So it worked out. But
I think that's a really good point, is that you think that you don't maybe know enough to coach or to be a board member on a special district, and there is no knowing enough. There's just, there's a desire and a will and an interest in showing up. And that's our job, is to help people learn how to do it and to support people in doing it. And the board members help each other, and we just need people that are willing and able and showing up, and we'll figure out the rest.
Yeah, right. Well, that's what, like, man, my dream was to, like, throw, like, parties at the end of each season with food, because everybody will come for food, right? And just as, community appreciation of the volunteers and the parents, and again, to bring the parents together and really, break bread together and have the experience together, because that's only going to grow our program, as because if you're going to volunteer, I guess I'll volunteer. Well, if you're going, I'll go, right? Mm-hmm. So it just takes, and it spreads. It's infectious. Mm-hmm. I run into my old softball families, and, like, the parents, they still talk about it, like how much fun they were having. It's cool.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
So, you thinking about it? Maybe.
Yeah, sign your kid up.
Yeah, right. Easy.
You want to coach pre-K soccer.
So how long does the free babysitting last?
It depends on the sport.
Yeah, I mean, so you can call it free babysitting and also free socializing,
I think if
right?
you guys just, like, rebranded it to free babysitting, like, you would be busy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, fun fact, when we went to the city to ask for some kind of support, any kind of support, right? Like, hey, where can we all work together, right? And they said, well, there's not really a lot of money in go buy a football, but, here's what there is money funding, like at the state and the federal level, is all daycare.
Yeah. Childcare is such a big need.
So, I mean, we got to get some grant writers, get a couple $1 million, and then we could call it babysitting, but we will, play baseball.
Yeah.
So I think you're probably right with that.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Sports babysitting.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's, like, I mean, I send my kids to camps all summer.
Right.
Boys and Girls Club. UCC has camps.
YMCA.
YMCA.
Obviously, it's a lot more than just babysitting, but it is, like, a useful tool to a lot of parents, for sure.
Yeah. Get your kids out, get them active, and someone who knows what they're doing, usually, is leading it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not pre-K soccer, though. You got to be there for that. Parents have to be involved. Because our pre-K soccer coaches,
that's a lot to put on a coach. Here's 10 kids. Like, I don't even think the state allows that to happen. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
it's interesting that it's not a nonprofit.
Right.
Yeah, we found that out after we got there. We're all making decisions like it was a nonprofit. We've all had experience on boards, and then all of a sudden it's not. And so then we're like, oh, we don't have bylaws. We have ORS codes.
Yeah.
That was a lot to swallow, and I think that we're actually, our potential is very, very vast, and it's a great tool for people to step in and grow. So I think you asked me about, growing. Like, it would be really cool if we had somebody just dedicated to, like, writing grants to expand our program. That would.
Or even if we had, like, a tiny bit of tax support, if we had 10 cents.
I think that's where being a nonprofit comes in handy.
Yeah, because you are a charity, so you can apply for a lot more grants. You can get a lot more donations. We don't qualify for a lot of grant funding because we are a government entity. So if we could get a little bit of tax support, we could do so much with it. And we could maybe have a rec center. We could have, like, my pie in the sky one is like a teen place, that we could have
man.
like ping pong table and pool table. And you could have a place for teenagers to hang out that is little bit safer place for them to be, separate from the kids who are at the playground, because we do have that. We have that issue in Sutherlin, that we have teens who are at the playground who are not there for the same reasons that the kids are at the playground for. And sometimes it's fine, other times it's not. So there's different places they could be and ways we could support,
Right.
We're not just about sports, but that's all we can manage right now with the funding that we have.
Yeah, I remember when I joined, they talked about, it flopped last time they tried to do a tax levy. And
someone told me recently that it was actually very close. So
Really?
we should research that, how close it came, because I don't know.
Was there Facebook at the time?
I don't think so.
Was
Yeah.
there the same kind of marketing that we're able to, community reach that we have? So, yeah, right now it's pretty much just, the same folks over and over, really given sponsors. We do have sponsorship opportunities, which is really cool, and people take advantage of that.
Yeah.
That is the best way right now to support our program. If you're a local business, you are sponsoring a team. The base is $200, and your name or logo gets on their jerseys, and those kids wear those jerseys like crazy.
I've Googled businesses that I've read on the back of jerseys too. So
Yeah. Yeah, and so that's a really good way. And we base all of our activities that we do and all of our field maintenance and umpire and referee costs, equipment costs, everything that we pay for comes out of registration fees. So when we get those sponsorship dollars, it's like, oh, we can do some improvements now. Like, we can look to the future more than just managing what we're doing. So that's huge. That's a really big deal.
How many people are in the Sutherlin Valley Rec?
on the board.
Yeah.
There's 5 board members, 5 board positions, and then we have a sports committee. So we have extra people who are interested in helping but don't hold an elected, because the board member positions are elected by the community. So they have to be on the ballot. And so we have extra people who come to board meetings and support in a lot of ways that are not actual voting board members.
Wow.
Which is really helpful, right? Like,
Yeah.
It's wonderful, yeah. So anybody can come to a meeting, and the public can come to a meeting anytime they want. But if you're just interested in helping and you don't know how you can help, you could come to a meeting on the second Tuesday of the month in the Sutherlin High School Library at 6:30 p.m.
crunch.
Yeah, like how I did that.
That's good. That's good.
Except during baseball season.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
When we don't meet regularly during baseball season because
right.
everyone is so busy. I feel like all of our board members are active in baseball. They are either coaching or they have multiple kids on multiple teams. It's just a busy time of year. So usually during baseball season, we have to like cherry pick, what's a random Thursday at lunchtime that we can all get together and have a meeting. It's not a normal meeting time.
What do you think it is about baseball? What they call it, America's favorite pastime,
Yeah.
right? So it's just something about baseball brings it really out in people. Lots of competitiveness, lots of passion. Like this is where divorces happen when people are, like spending all day at the baseball field. It's a good game, right? It's a good game. It's fun. Do you watch baseball?
No.
No?
Nope.
Would you consider it?
I'm not much of a sports watcher, just in general.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting us come and
Yeah.
talk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like baseball and football, the teams are big, and so each team has a lot of people involved. It somehow ramps up the competitive energy or something. I don't know. They're both really competitive.
Yeah.
Those two.
So competitiveness, so what would you say that you are competitive in
Oh, okay.
if it's not sports?
That's a good question.
Game shows.
Game show. Yeah.
Games. Games, right?
Yeah, I like games, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's, we play games on a public, platform.
Right.
And in front of everybody. It's just like a lot of vulnerability. It's a lot of, it's just great. It is awesome.
Oh my goodness, you haven't lived if your child has not been like a pitcher or a catcher, a quarterback. Like, I don't know the soccer terms. My bad. I'm not really that good with soccer.
Goalie,
But
maybe?
A goalie for a soccer team. Yeah. If you're not like so stressed out, but also just exploding with pride for your kids at the same time, it's like, it's a rush.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't live that. My kid is,
You have a pitcher?
Yeah, but yeah, also like having the stress of pitching, right? So if he didn't get 3 strikes, he's upset with himself.
Yes.
This is another like life lesson, right?
Yes.
But my kid, it just took him a little bit longer to learn, right? He strikes out when he's up to bat. He might have thrown his helmet once or twice, which is like a big no-no, right? So then, I mean, think about this life lesson, right? So he gets up, he doesn't get what he wants, he throws a fit, and then he gets a consequence for it, right? He doesn't get to go bat again because he got benched. That all night long, right? Or for like a week with, parenting around that. Like, coaches are mean. No. That you did an unacceptable behavior,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
you have this consequence. So that was 5th grade for us, actually. Well, so 4th grade started with football. We played baseball. It just was not very competitive, right? But 4th grade was Roseburg Youth Football, and that was the life-changing moment for my kiddo, where and you don't know this if you're in the stands watching these young football players, that they are actually crying underneath their helmets. Every single one of them. The biggest ones, the baddest ones, they're all crying. It's definitely a...
You're not supposed to tell people that.
Oh, well, I just really, I didn't know. I had no idea that that's what it was about. But then, I'm like, man, you get knocked down and you have to get back up again. You don't get to lay there and throw a fit on a football field, right? You have to get back up over and over and over again. And I mean, what is that? How do you compare that to our life, right? It's just learning to fail forward, right? Like, we fail, we get up, fail, get up. So that way, he started with that, and then I think that just lit him up a little bit, and then the competitiveness came out, and then really being hard on himself or developing his own way of his own standard, not mine anymore. It's not what if mom's proud of me or if mom's telling me good job. He was laying his own foundation of his standards, and then now he's got to live up to them, and he also has to deal with it when he doesn't. And
you can apply that to a lot of things in life. Right?
And
Absolutely.
I think that's why I'm invested, right?
Yeah.
That's like those skills I developed at that young age, and I was also taught that I can only keep what I have by giving it away, right? So if I keep trying to give that away to the youth that I'm involved with, then they will too, right?
The bucket filler phenomenon. Have you heard that?
No.
You have to fill other people's buckets in order to keep your own full. You can't take out of your bucket to give to them. But if you fill their bucket with, life lessons, compliments, things, then yours fills up too. So it's a children's book.
I dig that.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Be a bucket filler.
Yeah. Gosh, see?
You can't take out of other people's buckets and put it in your own. It won't work.
You know
Gotta fill that up.
A thing that I heard on the baseball field this year was flush it, right? Just flush it and move on.
Get rid of it. Yeah.
I'm like, wow, why hasn't somebody told me that? Like, I'm sitting here holding on to all my resentments, and I'm upset about this or that, but I can just flush it and move on. So, again, right? I'm actually learning by giving to the kids too. So,
Right.
Yeah.
That can do a lot. It's kind of like rising tide raises all ships.
Yes.
I've heard that like 15 times this week.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It's
It's like
the
a
theme.
phenomenon going on
It's the
right
theme
now.
for the week. Yeah.
Where did it come from?
I don't know.
Rising tides does what?
Raises all ships.
Oh, well, that's like,
It's like,
yeah.
yeah.
So, I mean, that's obvious, right? A rising tide raises the ship. So where does a rising tide come from?
Everybody, right?
Okay. I get
Yeah.
it. Got it. All right, thanks for walking me through that.
Everyone's paddling. And
Yeah,
so it's like,
yeah. The whole tide's rising. Everyone's ship's going up. You know.
yeah, we're all in this together.
Right. Noticing that trend is appearing more, which is really cool.
Well, maybe it's just a circle we're hanging out with too, right?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay, back to we have to make our circle attractive to, get more people in our circle, right?
Right.
Like we do want to build, we do believe, this is back to opinions too, right? This is our opinion that this is going to make a greater world, right? We're going to be giving a gift to somebody of participation or enlightenment or experience, right?
Yeah.
We are right. That is the right way to do it.
Right. Right. It's a hard thing to market regularly, right? And the awareness of what you guys are doing.
Well, it just sitting in front of you, it just hit me that not everybody plays sports. Like, I can't imagine that world.
Yeah.
So,
What's that world like?
yeah. But I'll have to go check that out. I don't.
Play some games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, do you guys have pretty good attendance most of the time, or is it
Yeah.
slower?
What does attendance mean to you?
Oh, I was thinking board meeting, like meetings and participation.
Oh, like kids.
Oh, no. Do we have the numbers, right? Like, every season, it's.
We serve roughly 800 to 900 kids in a year. And so, yeah, about every season we're doing about 200 kids, but we have a lot of repeats. So there's a different sport every season, and some kids play all of them.
Have you seen or have we tracked whether it goes up or down?
Yeah, it's really small. But like last year, we were talking about flag football. Flag football shot up last year because the year prior in 2024, fall of 2024, we had 3 K through 2 flag football teams. And then last year we had 6.
I think it's going to be even more. And then our baseball league is growing as well. We host our own baseball league, like a summer baseball league, right? So Umpqua Valley Cal Ripken has theirs, which is like April through first week of June. First week of June, and then Sutherlin Valley Rec hosts this other league that will play from June through July, and that's a couple of Roseburg teams join that, and then we have South Umpqua, Drain, Elkton play sometimes.
There's Cottage Grove and Cresswell in softball. So that's called the Little Fur League, and they have a website now, littlefurleague.com. But that's like a collaboration where we have a bunch of local communities that are these smaller towns come together and try to cater to the needs of smaller towns, but still be able to keep playing.
I can't believe I just tried to say that was SVR. Like
You didn't have to call it out like that. I was
really
trying to cover it up in like a nice way.
Good job. Well, I'm sorry, Little Fur League. I'm sorry.
Does anybody get paid?
No, not in the Little Fur
Nobody
League
gets
at
paid.
all. No.
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it.
Isn't that wild?
It makes sense.
You actually probably talk to more people that do free work than anybody, right?
Right.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And
As a for-profit, it's a for-profit business, right?
Not really. Like, it feels like a nonprofit because there is no intention of earning a profit.
Right.
We want to break even.
You have a board.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
but
you know.
I mean, it's a government entity, so we should be balanced. That we should not spend more than what we make. But I will say I didn't really answer your question fully because in Sutherlin Valley Rec, some people do get paid. So like my position is paid. It's not a lot of hours, but it is a paid position. And then we pay all of our umpires. We have a lot of kids that do it, but we have some adults that do it too, umpires and referees. And then we have a director for each sport. Most of the sports, I don't think we're going to do volleyball anymore, but we have paid positions for the directors that oversee the sports. So they're like the first line of contact for our coaches, and they schedule the referees and umpires. They make sure that the fields are ready to go. Sometimes they're painting fields. That one is a big ask, and so we are paying those people too. Again, small contracts, small fees, but there is there are a few positions that get paid with our program.
Yeah, and I wonder if maybe that little, I mean, I never did it for the money, right? Like, I never did it for the money, but it was nice to.
Oh man, they didn't tell you that everyone else is getting paid but you.
Well, no, I did.
Oh man.
I did the football director for a couple years, and it just, I wonder. I experience other programs that it's like the same person carrying the whole load.
Right.
And it's like, man, how can it doesn't have to be just you, it just doesn't have to be. And I just, like I said, I wish I could just scream it at the top of the rooftops, and maybe that's it. Maybe giving a little bit of an incentive would help grow organizations.
Yeah, I think there are positions that you want a qualified individual. You want someone who is willing to give the time, and everyone's time is valuable, but there are things that require a little bit more, and we want to be able to support those things so that they can give the time that is required.
Right. And then you're not so grumbly, right? Like, you got your gas paid for, you got a Starbucks on the way to the field. So, like, hey, like,
oh, I had to spend my whole Saturday at the basketball court, but, they're going to pay me for it. So,
man, and those umpires, I'll tell you, umpires and refs, the youth umpires and refs, I've been trying to sell that dream for a long time. There's the OSAA football refs that there's like 5 of them. I mean, there's like a very small amount of them in
the county, like in our
Douglas
community?
County. Okay, maybe it was 17. Forgive me, but there's these statistics, right? So let's say that there's 17 refs, and on a Friday night in Douglas County, there could be 5 football games, varsity football games. So they don't have enough refs to cover that. And if you can move on from an OSAA level up to a professional level, oh my goodness. Have you seen how those refs get treated? Like, they're flown across the country. They're flown with the teams. They have their own dressing rooms, like it's... I mean, why wouldn't we introduce that as a trade for, kids to be in?
Teach them how to do that.
Yeah, yeah. And, I mean, even our refs, our umpires get paid $70 to ump a game. That's an hour and 45 minutes.
An hour and a half.
That's $35 an hour. You can be making it 15.
Yeah. How do you guys raise money? Or do you raise money?
We have not done a ton of fundraisers in the recent history. It's usually just we charge a fee for registration. Okay. So if you're going to play the sport, then you have to pay to maintain the field or pay for the umpires, the referees. Obviously you're going to pay for your uniform. If we maintain, storage with the basketballs and the volleyballs and all the equipment. So our budget includes enough money from registration fees to cover all of the things we need to make that sport happen. There's also the crazy things you don't even think about, like when we have outdoor sports, baseball, soccer, football, we don't have a facility that has bathrooms that we're using most of the time. So we've got to have porta potties, which are crazy expensive. That's always going up. We have to redo the gravel in our parking lot regularly. That's a thing that people don't think about as being part of a sports program. They're maintenance on our mowers, and
those mowers just break down all the time.
Yeah, so there are just a lot of things that people say, like, oh my gosh, you charged me $90 to register my kid for this sport, and their shirt they get is like a $20 shirt. And it's like, yeah, there are a lot of things that go into this sport that are not just what your kid is wearing.
God, how much does a baseball cost? Like $2?
A baseball is $5 a piece. Yes,
$5.
You can get it for $4.50 if you find a good deal, but they're roughly $5 a piece. And you're putting 2 new game balls every single game that you're not getting back most of the time. Part of the joy, I talked to an umpire about this. It's like, they like to give out the game ball at the end of the game. It's like, oh, you did the best. Like, you're MVP of the game. You get the game ball. And in my logical brain, I'm thinking, we bought all these game balls. They have to be brand new for a game. So you have to unpackage them to use them in a game. And then they should go in our practice stock, right?
Right.
And everyone's just giving them out. Like, okay, the game's
$5.
over. Take this
$5
ball
for
home
you.
with you. And
$5 for you.
I'm like dying over here. And the umpire says, that kid is going to have that on their wall for 10 years. Like, they're going to remember
Are they
this
branded
game.
at least?
No, because who knows how much that would cost?
You know? Just get a little stamp or something?
That's not it. Yeah, there you go. After the game, we'll stamp it SVR, and then they can take it home. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, there's just a
$5.
lot
I'm
of stuff
blown
that
away.
goes into making a sport happen
Right.
that people don't know about. And I don't blame them. Why would you think about that unless you were doing this work? But
Yeah.
it takes a lot.
So when right now we have the fence in front of our fields. We were trying to do a campaign, I think, about that. To
Yes.
do, you could put your Roseburg Plug could put their banner on our fence, and we have a couple levels of sponsorship to advertise or to sponsor with that, and shirts, and we actually came up with a pretty good plan on how to give people different options to.
Where is the field?
On Calapooya Street. So it's like a main road, like I would call
It's
it the
Old
back
Highway
way.
99.
Yeah, going the back way right next to Calapooya Vet there. Have you ever been
So
there?
it is a main traffic thoroughfare.
I've
No,
seen you
this
there.
is the
Like, I've
Roseburg
had a
plug,
conversation
not the
with you there.
Sutherlin plug. Oh,
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
no, never been there. No idea.
Oh man.
But that's a good
I
way
don't actually
that
know these people.
they just walked in and sat down and started talking.
No, so is Lauren Youngfield?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
call it Lauren Youngfield.
Lauren Youngfield.
Did we just make that up?
Yeah, because Lauren Young, they're the ones that donated that. Well, they gave us a very good deal on a lease, a long-term lease for the property. Yeah, so we don't actually own the property, but
It would be really nice to be able to fence that whole area in, though, because just because of the safety for the kids, really. That's how we were able to get that front fence. It was Freedom Fence out of Sutherlin. There, I think we called them and asked them for a bid. We had to get that area fenced off because a lot of T-ballers, a lot of pre-K soccer was right there by the road. Freedom Fence was like, yeah, we got, we're ripping up a fence, putting a new one somewhere, and we'll just donate you the material. And they donated the guys to come in and install the fence. So that was really cool.
that was.
So it is only 4 feet, it's no big deal just to, have a little bit of a barrier. Then, so we do have opportunity to expand there, but I actually don't know how to build a baseball field, unfortunately. So
Or you would just go out there and do
I
it.
Sure,
will.
there's
Yeah.
a YouTube video about it.
Probably one or two, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. The baseball people might not appreciate your DIY
Yeah,
baseball
right?
field.
Yeah.
Well,
That's true.
You just got to find a baseball person that's teaching it,
There you go.
right?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some guy that does it for a living somewhere.
like, hey, do you want to shoot some content out here at Lauren Young Field? You
There you
developing
go.
a field?
Build the field, and then you're welcome.
Yeah.
You get to put this
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You build us it for free, and
Yeah.
we'll put up a banner on the fence for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then you'll get a lot of people driving by there every day.
Yep. That's how it works.
Does it?
Yeah.
Does it work that way?
It works just like that. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm really encouraged.
do we come on the radio and talk about it? So hopefully people call us and say, hey, I
Right.
heard you have a fence. Or I heard that
You need a
field.
fence.
You need a field.
Oh,
yeah.
a field and
Yeah.
more fencing. Yeah. And we really want to do that for you.
This year, man, so last year it was water.
Yes.
We just got water to the field last year. Like, how cool is that? That was, some of our committee members did a lot of work. It was like A1 Rental loaned us the equipment. Justin Peterman did some kind
The
of plumbing
installation,
thing.
yeah. The
right?
backflow device was broken, and so we had to replace the backflow and then put the pipes in to irrigate. We didn't even have water at this sports field, so it was brown and dry and dead for a lot of the seasons, and that's not ideal for soccer.
Right.
So
And then the city helped us out with that too, right? Like they do the monitoring and all that kind of stuff, and and then electric. This year we got electricity.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is it an extension cord or is it
Okay, well.
I think it's just I think that a neighbor was kind enough because we have to have a machine that pitches balls for some of the baseball.
Okay.
And we did not have power at that facility. So I am pretty
it's a
sure.
buried extension cord, so I feel like that's
I didn't
more
realize that.
professional.
You know more than I do
So it
about
pops
that.
up out there by the pitcher's mound. So that's. I mean, I thought it was pretty impressive. Okay.
It's great. It's
Yeah.
and it's amazing to have that option.
That's not bad. It's like a literal extension cord.
I
you
thought
know-
it was just an extension cord. You maybe it
It
is
could be like
actually.
Romex, you know.
No, I think either way, I'm like crossing some kind of boundary of like legalities and codes and stuff. So like, let's just not talk about
Let's
the
just move
extension
on.
cord
No,
anymore.
it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, what did we do last year? Or also the year before, we did new volleyball nets.
The basketball hoops.
Basketball
were a
hoops
huge
was kind of a big
project.
deal. I don't know if you've ever seen how to install a old school basketball hoop.
Can you do a physical demonstration?
No,
Like-
no, because I was actually terrified. I see when I like heard all these people talking about these basketball hoops, and you go and like hang them on the normal size hoops, like you hang it over there and it drops down. Like,
So it's an actual backboard, a large. I don't know what that's made out of, but it's heavy. It's an actual backboard with the rim on it and then wire in the back that like hooks over the existing backboard so that you can lower the hoop down to a lower height for younger kids. So you really have to have a ladder to be able to reach to hook this thing over the top of the backboard, but you're climbing a ladder holding this very heavy object up above your head. It was so dangerous.
yeah, I don't know
And
how that was passed. you
it
know?
was not a good plan. And so the school helped us make sure we paid for the product and then they paid for the labor. I think that we collaborated with the school because it's the school's gyms, but we replaced the backboards to the ones that can raise and lower with a crank.
Yeah, so now you
that
just
people are not.
That's cool.
Because of course, every division, every age group has a different height that the basket has to be at in order
Right.
for it to be appropriate for their age. So
Yeah, see, I bet you just like saw these things happening and just like, oh, that's a basketball hoop, no big deal. And actually is a lot, right? Just to
Yeah.
just to have a basketball hoop.
Yeah. You guys need to make some content about this stuff.
Really? What would it look like?
It would look like you doing the thing, and then people know that the thing happened.
you're right.
Yeah.
And we did for a little while,
We
but man,
talked about the basketball hoop video, but it just never got filmed because nobody wanted to be the guinea
I
pig
thought
to
I-
climb up on the ladder.
You're like, it's going to be a fail video.
I feel like I did make a video where it was like before and after a little bit, but it wasn't that great. Another
did, yeah.
another really cool thing that we do, oh, man, it's my favorite. Is Friday Night Lights
Oh, yes.
for K through 6 flag football. So we create an event. Have you ever been to a football game on a Friday night?
I don't think so.
Okay. So it's pretty cool.
I've seen-
Just
I've
Becca,
seen the
just tell me
show
about
Friday
it.
Night
No,
Lights.
talk to the camera.
I know, right?
And tell
So-
them about it.
So, all right. Well, I'm
Oh,
gonna-
he's seen the show Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
He gets the hype.
Yeah,
Okay,
I get it.
okay, all right.
I
So-
cried, you know?
Well, so we were able to have concessions with volunteers. We're able to have an announcer. We're able to utilize the school's beautiful facility with the
turf field.
and the scoreboard, and we play music and we do the Pledge of Allegiance.
There's
and
the balloon arch and they get
balloon
to run
arch
through.
I haven't gotten a smoker thing yet, a fog machine. I
fog
feel like I got to
machine.
do a fog machine next year, right? So, and we all have a really great time watching the kids, and we manage the games, make sure they go smooth and they get done, and then we clean up and we go home, and it's just it's a good night. But I've had more feedback from parents that they're like, my kid thought that was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, they get to be on the turf under the lights.
Yeah.
Like it's dark out and you're playing football on the turf. I think baseball tournaments, the whole weekend playing baseball with your buddies and laying around watching other teams play baseball and the popsicles and the tournaments are the thing for baseball, but Friday Night Lights is the thing for football.
Sunburns
it's so
for the baseball.
Baseball, sunburns, sunflower seeds and sunburns. Yeah. I think tournaments for basketball too, but that doesn't have the same appeal when it's not outside, in my opinion.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're outside. It's like warm outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gym.
I wanted to bring up the sweaty gym, but I was like, I don't know if I want to go there. But
Oops,
yeah, it's
I
like,
did it.
No, that's fact, right?
Yeah.
My kid wants to play basketball, and I'm like, can we just play baseball and football? But
I want to go outside.
Outdoor sports, yeah.
Yeah, I played basketball.
yeah,
Yeah. I think in middle school I played basketball.
did you like it?
I
Yeah.
think it was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember how I got into it, but
It didn't last.
I was
though.
there.
You didn't do it for a long
It
time.
didn't last, no. I don't
Yeah.
remember how it started or ended, actually.
It's
Sounds like you
kind
had
of
a
one
really
of
good
those ones
childhood,
like everybody has to. I feel like everybody does something at one point, and it's most often basketball. Like there's little kids playing basketball. I think the Y does basketball for like 4-year-olds.
Itty bitty basketball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like they do. It's pretty little, but I feel like basketball is the most universal. Everybody, maybe.
You know, the thing I remember most about playing basketball is the coach and his kids would pick me up from my house, and on the way there, we'd listen to Stacy's mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was the coach a female?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. That was the most memorable part.
Yeah.
Well, hey, that's fun.
I gave a kid a ride last year to Elkton. This is probably the first time that I really interacted with him and his family. His mom just said, "Hey, he needs a ride." I can't tell you what I listened to on the way there, but his mom did tell me the next day that he's only listening to that music now, and I'm pretty sure I was in a little bit of trouble, but he really had a good time. So yeah, going and having those experiences with other, and maybe that's another thing about youth sports is if we're around other like-minded parents, you have a sense of safety, right?
Yeah.
It's okay that I send my kid with Amy to go to the game because she's just here trying to get her kid to be the best he can be too.
Right.
And it's like a
community.
community
Yeah.
of I mean, I don't want to say that we're all great, like, not to trust everybody, but if I was going to pick a community to have to trust in my kids and their well-being, it is the sports community.
Well, and you spend so much time with them too. I mean, you were saying earlier, like everyone's really phone centric now, but I feel like the sports parents are some of my best friends. And then when that sport is over, I'm like, oh, I miss that person. Like, when am I going to see them again? For a year? Like, not until baseball next year? Because there's nothing else where we're going to interact naturally unless I make it happen, which is a lot of work. So
It's just not going to happen, right?
No,
we're not doing paint by numbers Wednesdays, right?
Yeah.
no. So
Well, guys, as we're coming to the end of the episode, so what is Sutherlin Valley Rec looking for right now? And how can people reach you? And how can they get involved?
they can, please don't call. You can text, email, Facebook message. I shouldn't say that. I just don't love answering the phone. That's
Just
who
need one of
I
those
am.
AI, like,
I know, but I
hello,
also don't
please
like
text.
AI. Yeah, just, send us a text message. No, just being totally transparent. We have a Facebook page. We answer Messenger all the time, comments, posts. email is svrcommittee@outlook.com. Phone number is 541-315-0680. And we are looking for people. I mean, we are going to have some turnover with board members coming up, so it's the time to get involved and get to know what is needed of people before you decide if you want to take on that role. And we always need coaches. It's very rare that we have all the coaches we need for all the kids who want to play. So even if you have never coached a sport before in your life, if you like kids and you are interested in doing it, get in touch and we can talk about when's that season happening and what does that look like, because we want to help you if you're interested at all in participating.
Yeah, we want new best friends.
Yeah.
We want new people to come and grow with our program.
Yeah.
So again, kindergarten families are my favorite.
Yeah.
First time parents, first time sport families. It's like, hey, this can be what you make of it. And
you have control over the direction
Yeah.
of what this looks like.
and then, of course, our board meetings, or you can always stop by the baseball fields, and there's lots of place to find us,
We have a baseball tournament coming up on June 20th and 21st. It will be, some of the teams are playing at Lauren Young Fields and some are playing at the high school. So yeah, come check out, support baseball and check out our fields. And if there's someone running a gate, talk to them about it. They probably know. They probably know how to get in touch.
That's good. That's good information.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on to the show.
Thanks for having us.
And
What did you learn about SVR?
when I met you, no, when did I learn about SVR?
Literally everything, because you didn't know anything.
I didn't know nothing about it. No, I heard about it from people, but I also assumed it was associated to the school in some way, shape, or form.
Well, and, essentially it is. It's just, the schools don't have the capacity to,
Right.
they have a lot of volunteer positions that they rely on as well. So I think they're very grateful for us, and we are very grateful for them. So it's a really great relationship.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Are you kicking us out now?
Well, yeah, no, I'm not kicking you out. We're ending the show in an hour and 7 minutes.
Oh, we went over.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine, because that leaves me room to cut. Now, how do I say goodbye? Everyone look at the camera and smile.
Okay.
Where's the camera?
It's right there.
I
It's
know.
a stick,
I was
you know?
messing with you.
I'm going to use that for a picture later.
It's perfect.
Thank you so much, guys, for coming on to the show. And if for anyone watching or listening, this has been The Outlet on 90.5 KQUA FM with a rebroadcast on 99.7. Douglas County, have a great Saturday.
Yay.
Cut.
Oh, I ruined it.